language, for multilingualism across generations, the familiar story in the US and in other parts of the world where there is a strong societal language that kind of dominates, there is this pattern called a 3-generation language loss. So the first generation are the ones coming with a language that they speak, or languages that they speak very comfortably and prefer to probably use in their private lives. And then the second generation often will be... The second generation in the US often, unless you're in a situation where they're in an immersion school or in some place that kind of counteracts the balance of that English dominance, the children will often understand a lot of what their parents are saying and then speak back in English, or not know the vocabulary for all the things that they want to say, so have to speak back in English, even if they wish to answer back in their parents' languages, that they have trouble doing that. This might be a familiar story in your family or in your own life, and is called passive bilingualism. So many of us who are born to immigrant parents are passively bilingual, and then the children of that generation often does not speak the heritage language at all. So then you see a full language loss. And, it's not really anybody's fault. The environment really just creates this. And so it's something for us to watch, that all this anxiety about, the heritage language or the home language wreaking havoc on English, it really has so little influence, on the large scale of things. It's really on the defensive, and it's an interesting thing. It might be a fun project or interesting project by at least in your own family, to look back at your family history. Were there other languages in your family history, and what was the persistence of that across generations? There's also a really vibrant literature in heritage language maintenance that is about reversing language loss. And there are ways of doing that. There are ways of preserving heritage languages, of reviving heritage languages, reclaiming heritage languages. And so, all is not lost. There are a lot of things we can do for ourselves and in the society to promote multilingualism.